with another episode of Booze Your Dad of the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy, Sandbags and Spriola. It's Zach Elias. What's up, buddy?
Speak. Anyway,
2 weeks ago?
I don't know, man. I'm fucked up. 3 beers deep. My back hurts yesterday from sneezing. Nothing youthful about that. I called out sick Monday because I had a cold. I've never been sick in for 7 years. It's not good tonight. And I got this goddamn glug glug thing. This.
Pardon me?
Glug glug. The thing. Shots. Yeah, that you're gonna make me do. It's gonna be a rough one, guys. Just buckle up.
Glug with a G. You should Google glug with a CK at the end.
Glug? Oh, gluck? Gluck?
Abby Doobie.
Huh?
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays, we do it live. Saturdays, we post it later. We have a great episode for everybody. We're getting close to episode 200. Can't wait. We got something big, fun, and planned. Before we get into tonight's episode, before we get into the beers, Zach, I think you're about to have a nip slip, aren't you?
That's what I have to open with it before the beers?
Oh, okay. Tell everybody
what happened. It's fine. All right, so
in case you haven't been paying attention,
we made a bet, and as they say in Friends, you make a bet on a bet, you lose a bet, you pay the bet. So I lost the bet. The bet was that when one of our football teams wins on the same week the other one loses, Jets, Ravens, one of us does a nip. So this was made back when my team had a quarterback. 14 seconds in, they don't. But somehow we pushed week 1. Week 2, not so much. So here is to doing nip 1 of
many.
16. Yeah. So
Ravens not winning 16, but I like that.
So the liquor store near my office has a wall of nips outside the thing, for days. I had to go to our downtown office today. I forgot about this. So the liquor store across from that office, I walk in. I'm like, all right, guy, I need to find some nips. Do you have some? He goes, yeah, we have 2 kinds. Vodka. I'm like, and? He goes, vodka. I hate vodka. I drink great alcohol very well. I hate vodka. I know it's not good. I hate it. So it's Tito's or one that's all in Russian. The Russian one was $3. The Tito's was $3.50. You can pay me in dimes. I go, okay, what's the difference? He goes, it's pretty good, the Russian one. Tito's is sweeter. I go, let's go with sweeter, man. So
you paid the 50 cents?
I paid the 50 cents. I'm doing a nip of Tito's that's been chilling in this ice because I don't really want to do it warm. But if I got to open with it, no, fuck you. I'm opening the beer, which is, again, this harpoon shitty, because there's a good chance I'm going to have to chase it. And I told Alan that he better have 40 seconds to a minute planned of just solo material because I might boot. So here's to fucking feeling good all the time. So now I have... Am I reading about it? Tito's, handmade vodka. You all know what Tito's is.
Do you know that Tito's is gluten-free? That's the big deal. I have a friend who...
shit with gluten. What is gluten?
It's something in pasta. I don't know. Isn't... Vodka's made, I believe, from rice.
Potatoes.
So if you are... No, Tito's is made from potatoes, which is... I have somebody that can't...
Tell me more about it.
Keep it as cold as possible.
Yeah. I wanted to go Rothman with anything but this, but all they had was this or some blue Russian brand that was B level. So fuck you, Rothman, fuck your Eagles. I'm just stalling. I hate this.
You're such a sucker. I already have a pumpkin liqueur shot ready for my first one, and it's going to be fantastic.
All right, fuck off.
Fuck. Oh, you were sipping it with the pinky up? He did it not on purpose. Where am I, Zach? Cheers. Good for you, buddy. To the JETS. No chaser. Beautiful. I am keeping it with Queen Z.
By the way, I had a water in case I needed it.
Last week I had a Queen Z mojito, which I told you I met the guys at the brewery. And this time I actually did. I brought my Coos. They gave me a Seltzer Coos. So real cocktails made with real ingredients by real people. But the best part, this week I have a lovely Rita. Zach, what is the...
I owe her... say more, but I have to say something to Rita.
Okay.
Go on.
What is this theme called when they do the Dia de los Muertos decoration on Mexican stuff? That's my glory hole. Any restaurant that has that on the wall.
It's all cocoed out?
Yeah, oh, Mama Coco. A great movie. Dude, get you a little bit?
More than a little bit. I got a Coco story. So when Zoe was a baby... Fuck off. So drink your beer. Open it up. I already cracked mine. When Zoe was
a baby...
Yeah. She used to, for whatever reason, cry at the end of movies. I don't know why. The credits roll, she'd start crying.
Used to have a heart.
Yeah, fine. So at the end of, she and I were at home one day. We were watching Coco. I'd never seen it. I had no idea what it was. She, at the end, is like tearing up. She's like, is it okay if I cry at this movie? And she looks back at me. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I'm just bawling.
I really should have put this. I really should put this koozie on before I open the beer because now I can't get it on. And not a fan of koozies, but this also
has get the condom on. No kidding, man.
It's pretty
That's
good.
why you got that Milo.
You know what really bothers me though? It says respect everybody. Take SH*T from nobody. It's like whatever.
Just go for it, man.
Stupid.
That's like Zoe's teacher in 2nd grade when she said the word balls and the teacher wrote B****. Just say balls.
There you go.
When she had to write an email home to us.
Episode 198. Zach, finish this sentence.
We're 6 minutes in. What?
I want my baby back.
Baby back ribs. So you saw beforehand. You said you had a Lime-A-Rita. We'll get to that. Whatever you're drinking, right?
I didn't say Lime-A-Rita. I said Lovely Rita.
I wasn't listening. So speaking of Lovely Rita,
Jesus,
fuck off. This is good. I lost one of those like a guy rides into a horse on a Friday kind of things on Facebook.
Yeah, someone's mother, you idiot.
Right.
Someone's the person.
No, it's not. You fucked up too. If you had read the punctuation, what is the boy's name? Period, not question mark. I said someone as well. So she said I had to post it on Facebook. I said I will not. I said I'll do you one better. Rita Reggiano. I'm an idiot.
Reggiano, you dummy.
Whatever. Something Italian.
She's not cheese. Reggiano.
Right, yeah, Reggiano.
Carino.
Right Italian. So I'm an idiot. He's an idiot. You're smart. You know, we messed it up. So I told her I would give her a shout out on the show. I'm giving her a shout out on the show. And
don't hate it.
Yeah. So there's that. Because I don't do the post of a million things. Fuck that noise. I'm going to get 10 years of bad luck anyway.
So episode 198, I want my baby back. Zach, something happened last week that, you know how sometimes you and I, we have these episodes planned and then like right before the show happens, there's groundbreaking news and we just scrap the A block, the B block, and we go right for this. Well,
I'm all A block, baby.
Something happened and I didn't bring it up because I didn't think that it was fair or right. And, you know, when we make fun of people on this show, it's all in good fun. If somebody legit gets hurt or if it's something really wrong, it's just not what I'm going to do. Well, after last week's episode, my buddy, who I should have called out, called me out and said, dude, I can't believe you didn't call me out on your show. And I said, honestly, dude, I felt more bad for you and I didn't want to make fun of you. But he said, yeah, I have permission. Are you ready?
Yeah, and your friend Nick Chubb.
We did our episode last week on Thursday, and I woke up Friday morning from a test. I woke up Friday morning with a text from one of my buddies, Josh, out in Seattle. The first thing was chest CT without contrast. Non-displaced fractures of lateral right 4th through 7th ribs. And you're like, wait, what? And then he just, by the way, I wake up to this text message of, okay, I did something really dumb, but I feel fine. It's on a group text. The top half of my car door is bent outward about 6 inches from my body, I guess, and I scraped pretty bad down the driver, and the opposite front corner was all smashed in from where it hit the third. Damage wasn't bad between the two cars, but otherwise it's going to cost $1 billion. So we have all these questions. He had his car. He jumped out of the car. He forgot to put it in park.
He jumped out of a moving car like an 80s movie?
He was in his car in a parking garage. He leaves the car and drive and gets out. His car starts rolling because it was at. He then tries to jump back in to save it. Gets trapped between two cars. Broke all his ribs.
Idiot. Hero as well. Kid in the back seat.
Yeah, who he says were more annoyed than anything.
Wait, the kids were in the back seat?
I believe so.
Incredible. Father of the year.
We then all these text messages of like, oh my God, where's the footage? Oh my God, what happened? The best was.
Where was it?
In Seattle.
Right. Where?
In a parking garage.
Right. Those have cameras, baby.
We're not getting it. Believe me, all I want for my 40th birthday.
I mean, there's a number.
Here's the thing. My buddy is the type of person where, like, the four of us go away enough, somebody always gets hurt. Do you know who that somebody is?
Him.
Fine. Always.
If the other three of you called that garage and threw enough shekels around, you get that tape.
I actually have video from one time we went away, and you know how to open a bottle of beer where you crack it on a desk?
Yeah, it works 4 to 5 times. The 5th time's a disaster.
I have video of a splinter going clear through his hand.
Oh, yeah. Like 4 out of 5 times. One time out of that, it's a disaster. You knock the corner off the desk or something like that. You ruin someone's counter. Actually, it works 1 out of 5 times. 4 times, it's a disaster.
Yeah, anyway, it was just one of those stories where he goes, I can't believe I wasn't the Pishadoo. And I'm like, dude, I just felt bad. But the best part is as you tell this story, one of my friend's wives goes, he should just tell people he was in a car accident. And then you go, well, technically he was in a car accident.
Yeah, check the car back support.
Apparently, worse than your back pain. He says he was in a bad place for a couple of days. He says any bodily function was just misery.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. I had to sit down to my pants, and I couldn't lift my legs today because I sneezed. Don't get old, man.
I guess that's so. Zach, another one of our things that happened as far as this past couple of days, and what I put in our title of our episode was celebrities being stupid. 2 celebrities did something so stupid.
The Danny Masterson thing?
Oh, no, he's going to all the jail. You know jail. You know who I thought was stupid? Ashton Kutcher.
That's the 2 celebrities.
Oh, those are the 2.
For
sticking up for him, that was weird. No, way worse than that. So it just made it out today.
Hey, buddy, though, if you did that, I'd stick up. I think I'd stick up for you.
You talk about my character as there's ways of doing it where you say, like, I can't speak to what he did at night when he would bring women home, but hey, he was a chill kid as far as a podcast host.
Yeah.
He never raped anybody during this podcast. Definitely not.
50-50. I don't always see your pants. You got a mustache shirt. You're right, exactly. Yeah. Border collie, man.
Zach, tell everybody who Hasan Minhaj is.
Oh, that comedian who's just okay. I think I saw him at like a festival thing.
And do you know anybody that worked on his last special?
Julia?
My roommate was on his last special.
Yeah,
do you know that his last special is getting in a lot of trouble right now?
Say more words.
Apparently a lot of it's made up. Now, as a comedian, there's comedic license. You can sit down and be like, I went here and embellished the truth. And
I blame the editor.
She hires and fires the editors. She doesn't make those decisions.
Yeah, she hired and fired the wrong people. She did make those decisions.
No, he's like he oversees his projects pretty hard. But this is one of those stories where like,
he does.
You can take artistic liberty. You can't bullshit a whole thing.
Like the guy from the league who bullshit the whole 9/11 thing. Woo!
Ranazizi, that was a weird one.
That's how you pronounce it? Sure.
Well, he was in the league.
Razanazi?
Yeah, he's a comedy store guy who, like, if you look at the guys he came up with, they're all super famous. And even though he was on the league, that may have been it for him. I don't think he's going anywhere past that.
He's done.
Right.
He had those Buffalo Wild Wings commercials. Getting paid for doing nothing, and now it's over. I thought it was funny, actually.
The Hasan Minhaj thing was super weird, but the other one, have you been following the Drew Barrymore fiasco?
No, but I like her. Petty theft.
Oh, she's the worst.
All that stuff.
Okay, all the shows right now are on strike, right? The writers are on strike, the actors are on strike, people are solidarity. Well, she decided last week, fuck it, I'm coming back. So they're like,
scabs.
There's a lot of people that aren't in the union that work on those shows, and she said, people need to get paid. Well, she got a lot of backlash, so now she's gone ahead. Well, she started off by putting out a video of like, this is why I'm going to do it, and said she's going to do it. Got a lot of backlash. Now she says, we're not coming back. And she put up a video explaining why. But then she's getting a lot of shit for flip-flopping, and then she took that video down. I don't care what your stance is. State it and go. And to your credit, you are great at that. I've never seen you flip-flop no matter how wrong you are. Never.
I'll apologize sometimes, but I don't back it down.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry that you were offended that I called you a horse's ass.
Well, that's exactly it. One time I did apologize for someone. This is a friend of mine's sister, and she goes, "Oh, thank you. I accept your apology." He goes, "No, you don't." She goes, "What?" He goes, "He's not apologizing for what you think he is." She goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "He's apologizing that you're upset. He's not apologizing for what he said." She goes,
"Yeah.
Oh, fuck him." Direct conversation. He sized this thing up in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're upset right now. I'm not sorry for what I did.
I felt really bad for upsetting her, but not for what I said. No, I don't back it back. I don't walk it back. Rarely. It's really rare. And I must really be wrong. Like, you got to have the goods on me.
Hey, Zach, feeling quirky? Want to eat some jerky?
I do. I'm pretty... You have my Rita thing.
It's like you never know.
No, yeah. Okay. Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown declared
the sun god.
Yeah, exactly. You only know that from seeing Stargate.
No, I watch Hard Knocks, dummy, and I've never heard of Stargate.
Oh! Kurt Russell, James Spader, it's gold.
What a nerd. Robert California, he did something.
Exactly. Declared the NFL officials warned him about thrusts in his TD celebration versus the Chiefs. He was, quote, one thrust away from a penalty flag. Fantastic.
He's also turf toeing these days, so don't expect him to be thrusting anytime soon.
No, he's no good.
Killing a fantasy team near me.
Yeah. Phil Mickelson apparently will not be betting on this year's football season.
I heard about this one.
Over $1 billion in the last 30 years, but thanks for taking a season off. Degenerate. And when he was doing the bet with Tiger in their one-on-one match, they asked Tiger, how much do you want to bet? He goes, I don't know. Whatever the number is that makes Phil uncomfortable. So good.
That's a guy who's, betted 3,000 women and now is preaching celibacy and he's a born-again virgin. Like, get out of here, man.
Betting 3,000 women. According to My Mixtapes and Say Cheese, Dolphins cornerback Xavier Howard has allegedly impregnated 4 women at the same time. Sources state Howard harassed the women to have abortions. So
why
these are
is
all
that
on your list?
No, why? I heard about it, but why is that a story?
I don't know. It's charming.
You're telling me a professional athlete can't sleep with 4 different women within a 9-month span?
He can do whatever he wants, but he's impregnating all of them. He's quite the athlete. He must work out. Yeah. So FanDuel, did you hear what happened to them? And the kicker bet, they got crushed for $20 million on a bet that every kicker in the afternoon games would make a field goal.
Sure.
Crushed. Minus 20,000, plus 20,000 on that. Everyone took the bet.
Oh, wait. Plus 20,000, you throw $20 down. Like, why not?
You throw more than that. Whatever. They got their tits slit.
You brought up as far as the Amon-Ra getting in trouble for the thrust. Did you hear Geno Smith on a hot mic this past weekend?
No.
He got in trouble for intentional grounding, at which point the referee is going to say something like, and there was no receiver in the area, and Geno goes, I was trying to throw it to a guy, and he goes, we know. I have to explain to America what happened.
Pretty good. What else? So you're going to ask me soon what I'm watching, but I know soon what you're watching. I'm stunned. The Golden Bachelor? What the hell is this? Old Guy Bachelor. Are you going to be in on this?
I don't have a choice.
Yeah, you do. Was it sponsored by AARP?
They've been doing, every time they go to commercial at Bachelor, not every time, a couple times an episode, they say, if you want to be a contestant or know somebody, and every time I turn to Julia, I was like, I just want to go on and play dodgeball on television. She's
it
like,
would be incredible.
You're not going on. But for the last 2 years, they've been saying, looking for senior bachelors. Now, this guy, have you seen what he looks like?
He's a stud, but the show can be between... Is it going to be between Golden Girls and Matlock? What is this thing?
The other way around. The guy's in his 70s. I think he's like 71. There's going to be women that are in their 40s on up. I mean, that's not so far-fetched.
Sponsored by Viagra. This thing is going to be a damn old guy scene. I saw a commercial yesterday for this. I'm like, Alan's rock hard, or at least, a quarter hard for this thing.
Not even. It's just weird because it's only an hour episode, and I just found out today, because there's no television for Thursday nights, they're taking... The Monday Night Football is going to be simulcast on ABC and ESPN, and they're moving The Bachelor to Thursday. And they're only making it an hour, so they extend it longer.
As Alan Rickman says in Die Hard, who cares?
You brought it up.
Sorry I'm late. I just gave your wife a shout-out. Listen back to the footage.
Good. Say her name, her last name again. What was it? Fettuccine?
It's exactly. Alfredo.
Rita Rigatoni?
Ooh, that's a great fake name. Okay, there's a bar you and I must go to at some point.
1, 2, 3. I've been there with you.
Yeah, you're no kidding.
Oh, you know what I said the other day to Julia?
And it caters to you. Go on. What you said, Julia?
I said, Julia, we were watching some TV show that had like a gay bar, and I said, I've never been to a gay bar. And she goes, you and Zach went to a gay bar. I was like, oh, I think we did.
We did. Tiger Woods and Justin Timberlake have opened a bar together called T Squared Social. I don't know a ton about it, but it really feels like us. Golf and boy bands? Like, it's us.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 2 things that I like, because I'm all boy bands and you're all golf, right?
I just said that, but hey! Yeah, you right. Exactly. So that's definitely us. But the story of the week, for me at least, was the Iowa cheerleader. Did you see this guy?
No, nothing.
You're going to have to Google it because it's a visual. Austin Beam was doing backflips in the end zone in the Iowa football game.
A male cheerleader?
Buckle up. Mid backflip, as he's doing like 75 of them, his pants start to lower and lower and lower. And as he lands, pants around the ankles. It's the greatest video maybe ever. It is up there. I mean, hold on.
I'm not Googling that because I don't care.
It's fine. You can't see it, but it's on there. Pants down. Here he goes. Here he goes. Here he goes. Down. It's funny every time. For me, it's right now. It's new, so it's exciting. Right below the Phillies fan getting tased. I could watch that over and over. It's so funny.
Wait, if we redo the best internet videos ever, that's
there.
silver medal?
No, the tasing with the Phillies fans up there. The tasing of the biker who like blows on fire is right behind that. When I sent that to you, you were dying. Yeah, that was great for me. He's like backflips and his pants fall down. All pieces are there. That's all I've got.
The biker on fire was recent. I was really funny.
It blows up, and then the guy who tased him had to go put him out. He would have killed the guy.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Zach, that's what I got.
What you watching?
Everything, man.
Oh,
so
Jesus.
I caught up on all kinds of stuff because I was sick Monday.
Top 3, dude.
Air, Tetris, and Class Action Park. I watched all 3 of them.
You haven't seen Class Action Park?
And now I have.
Okay.
Jenny used to go to that shit in the 90s.
I've been there.
You went?
For a Spartan race like 8 years ago.
Oh, that's not the same. She went in the day. She was a kid going down the slalom slide. She had dings and beat up, but she wouldn't do that loop-de-loop, that cannonball thing. One of the great lines in movie history, there are 2 places in the world you can do 9G. The back of an F-14 fighter in Action Park. It's just so good. But, like, you recommended Tetris to me, and it was essentially Argo meets The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
It was an hour and a half. That was my thing with that movie.
No, it was not. It was 2 on the number.
Was it? I just remember being like, if this was like another half hour, I would have been out.
I was out almost. No, it was good. He was doing his best, Leo. He's a good actor, I guess. I liked him in those Kingsman movies, but
he was
didn't care for
not Elvis. He was Elton John.
I didn't care for his Elton John.
Fair
is right. But I like
Elton John not doing well.
Is he not?
Yeah.
Bruce canceled a few shows too. These Alta Cockers, I don't know what's wrong they got in them. Is there new music I should be listening to? Yeah, that's me. What the hell should I listen to? Samantha, Nothing. Give me a band.
Music's terrible. Music's so bad.
Samantha, give me a band. Rooney.
The worst part is a new MGK comes out, and Julia's like, "Oh my god, this album is so good. I can't make it through 30 seconds."
The fuck is MGK?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, fuck him.
He's a thing.
Not in my house. He's not.
Not in my booth.
Yeah.
What am I watching, Zach?
Yeah, what are you watching? What should I be watching is essentially the rest of it.
Yeah, I thought I'd be able to do that for you because we haven't been watching anything new. I made a point today to go through and we watched some trailers of some stuff. Like I've heard this Drops of God, which is on Apple. It's about like some wine thing.
Hold on. Eminem wrong, NSYNC wrong, MGK wrong. Next.
Then here's one I think you would like. It's on Netflix. It's called
Getting Dead.
Who is Aaron Carter? Something to that effect. Aaron with an E.
Carter.
It's basically Jack Ryan, so call her Jane Ryan. It's that. You'll love it. It looks like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but just Mrs. Smith.
All right. You look like you're from Jury Duty when they got tased in the neck right now with those 2 dots. You look it's so good. Oh, Jeopardy's on.
I do have a good one for you, though.
But I forgot what it's called already.
It doesn't. Who is Aaron Carter? I think
Aaron Carter, yeah,
but not the Aaron Carter that dies in a bathtub and was the younger brother of the Backstreet Boys. The other Aaron Carter.
Okay.
I could have this name completely wrong. I'm not going to watch it because it's one of those like, just tell me if she lives or you watch the show and you go, she's going to live. Like no matter what happens, she has to make it through the season. I don't care. Don't care.
Oh, we're watching MasterChef, Joey. That doesn't count. I need Gordon Ramsay's show is big in my house. We had 2 of his restaurants. We're putting his kids through college.
Appointment television. We talked about
MasterChef.
That. Yes.
We went to Savoy Grill, all the money, and we went to some other one that was pretty good in England.
All right. I got a good one, Zachy. HIPPAnonymous.
Oh, yeah. It's always good.
I'm with a patient today. Let's call her Mary. Not her name, but let's just go with it.
Sure.
And I can't get anything out of this lady as far as talking conversation. So finally, I'm like, she's older. So I say, let's just tell me, where have you traveled in your life? And she looks at
I'm
me.
not
She
sure
goes,
I'm making it through this thing.
she goes, nowhere. I haven't been anywhere because I don't travel. I'm afraid of flying. And just for the
She's not
sake of it,
wrong.
I try to be empathetic. I say, you know what? It's normal. You know, some people say that people that have a fear of flying, maybe you're reincarnated from somebody who died in a plane crash. And she looks at me dead in the eyes and goes, you know, I always thought I might be Amelia Earhart.
I was going to say Amelia Earhart. It's amazing.
Now, here's the problem with this
We don't know
story.
if she's dead.
That's half of the problem. Amelia Earhart went missing in 1937. Do you know when my patient was born?
1935.
Way before then. In 1931. Like, ma'am, that's not how reincarnation
Did you
works.
do it?
No. I just
Pussy.
nod. She has 5 teeth in her mouth. I'm just like, oh, yeah,
Right.
crazy.
And just go with it. Just give her the. She could use the education.
I told you, Zach. When people say dumb shit, I'm just like, oh, you don't say. That's crazy. Yeah, cinematography. Love it.
Cinematography. Yeah. Should be a store in the mall.
Pishadoo of the week. I have 10 candidates. Let's start this off with, on our way down to Maryland this past weekend, we stop off in Delaware at this McDonald's that's right off the highway. It's just a nice break in the drive. We get some food.
Ron Katz for the win, by the way. That's a great line.
As we pull in, there are 2 people standing, a guy and a girl, standing in the parking lot, kind of caressing, but like right in the middle of the just standing there. I'm thinking, what are these idiots doing? So I give them a little toot. We park. We go in. We're doing our thing. They come in and order food. In what world are the people working at McDonald's smarter than the patrons? Never, right?
The South.
So we go in, and these 2 idiots, they start looking around. Finally, the guy goes, what do I have to order to get money back? And the lady looks at him like, sorry, what are you talking about? He goes,
There's no way it works.
He goes, so we have to go through a toll and we don't have any money. And I'm thinking, who goes on a ride without an Easy Pass, a credit card, something? And it turns into this long, and they go, oh, well, you can go to the dollar store and do this and that. And meanwhile, for half a second, I go, should I ask them to Venmo me money and I'll just give them cash? And then I just thought,
this guy don't have Venmo. I don't have Venmo.
Your wife does.
Oh,
I thought they were pretty stupid, but the worst part of it was I give my son to my wife to take him into the restroom to change him. Wouldn't you know
Father of the year, by the way.
No changing table in the women's restroom, only in the men's at McDonald's in Delaware.
Sons of bitches. That's how they get you.
So what did I do like a good father? We went to a back booth and just changed him on a table because that's how I roll. I change him enough. Next candidate.
What's the ratio? 10-1?
She's home during the day. I'm not.
That's
not 10 to 1.
20 to 1?
No, 5-2.
Those are good odds. That's a horse you bet on. That's a money horse. Maybe to win place, but it's a good horse.
Didn't get the name, but today a Vietnamese restaurant in Vietnam, I believe, got in a lot of trouble because they are adding gratuity to all checks of 18% for, and I quote, parties 1 or larger.
Good. Make the math for you. Just yeah.
Raise your prices. Just put something on there. But
I don't mind it. Don't make me count. I just had a fucking burger and a beer. Don't give me a project. Give me a homework assignment. Just tell me what I owe and we call it a day.
So you're with me that this is stupid. 18% gratuity?
It's fine.
Oh, you're dumb.
Yeah, no. Okay. Just tell me what you want me to pay. I'm Mr. Pinking this. Like, just tell me what I owe and I'm good. I don't need the extra side project to figure out what percentage they were worth. Just tell me what the fuck to pay.
Jokes aside, he's only taught me one thing in my life. But do you know who is fantastic at percentages?
The Plastic Don?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one. There was like, I don't think he taught me how to pee, but like definitely it was like percentages. You're gonna know those, son. I'm like, okay.
You need to teach you how to pee.
Let's throw some salt on the wound. Your boy, Mr. Aaron Rodgers, has decided to come out and tell everybody he will be back before the end of the season. I'm a doctor. You're not. Zach, do you think he'll be back for the playoffs? They're not getting there. But do you think Aaron Rodgers will be back playing football in 2023?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? You want to go double enough on those nips?
No. That was terrible. Where is that thing?
Zach, This is a 3. He's not going to be allowed to put pressure on his foot for 6 weeks, let alone.
No, more than that, I think, actually. I know a buddy of mine who tore both his Achilles at different times. It was a disaster. Now, he's like, a 40-year-old paunchy Jew who did playing like paunchy Jew basketball, but he was like, couldn't move, dead. He couldn't even play golf. Like, yeah, it's not good.
Not happening.
It's a big tendon.
Definitely not. You like to show pictures, so I'll go ahead and show you some pictures. Mexican rapper Dancer, I don't know what it is, 23 years old, has surgically implanted gold change in his head to serve as hair.
That's pretty cool.
You're an idiot. What?
Like, we could use a little sod in the fairway.
24 karat spray paint?
Yeah, 24 karat magic, baby.
You know what's going to happen at episode 200? I'm getting a new co-host. That's the big news.
Hey, Ron Katz, you're up for it. By the way, you pansy, you edited out the Dancona part on the last one. Line of the day.
There's no need. She's a sweetheart, okay?
Right. There's no need. I went rogue. That's what made it funnier. She did nothing to me.
Candidate number 5.
She's a sweetheart.
El Chapo's wife, let's call her La Chapa, has been released from prison after 2 years because she's getting out on, I didn't know that my husband was a drug runner or did anything illegal.
Yeah, that's what Jenna and Julie are going to say. Why was she even in prison? What'd she do? Eating and abetting?
Yeah. I assume she did something. You can't be the significant
Mrs.
other
Chapo?
to the La Chapa? Come
that was
on.
pretty good. I like that. What the damn hell?
Heard this today on the radio. I think we may have talked about this when it happened, but there is a...
By the way, El Chapo was a phenomenal nickname. They've got us beat on gangster nicknames.
You don't like Scarface? Or is that not ours?
100 years ago, and he was Cuban.
Yeah, but he was here. I tell you sanitarium, not sanitation.
He was not real. El Chapo was real. Buddies with Sean Penn.
Everything I know about the mafia... Oh, I heard a good mafia story about Johnny Karate, because apparently he used to kick everybody as he'd kill them. I got involved in a conversation one time. He goes, "Oh, I knew this guy, Johnny Karate. Oh, he was something. 23 to life he's getting." I'm like, "Oh, you didn't mess with that guy." I'm like, "Okay." He's got a Wikipedia. Yeah, I was like, "Okay."
Pretty good.
I think we talked about this a while back. A Danish art museum offered a painter something stupid, like $70,000 to do a painting. The guy handed them a blank canvas and entitled it, "Take the money and run." At which point... they're suing him. He then wrote out on the thing the underpaid workers of the museum and like something to that effect. It was like, here's my artwork. How little you pay your employees.
They're going this guy.
They went to court. He owes a little bit of the money back, but to take the money and run, I'm like, that's fantastic.
I'm amazed they went to court and didn't just say, "Fuck you. Here's an NDA. You can never speak to anyone again,"
and just take the loss, right?
Oh my God! Over us two schmucks talking about it. Yeah, I would have kept that real quiet.
This is national news. I heard about it. Like I didn't.
It shouldn't be. That's the deal.
But
like,
you can make the argument.
If this shows up on Two Dickheads podcast, you go to like jail or something, man. Just sign this thing.
But now, if I ever end up at that museum and they have that up there, like I would go see it.
Yeah,
right.
Man, it's like it's got a Mona Lisa style line. Of idiots like.
Do you see they did an AI version of what a Mona Lisa would look like today, and she has tatas for days.
Topless?
No, but like boobalicious. You would.
Hot? Oh, I would. I would half the museum. That's me,
including the workers.
Venus de Milo, no arms, no head. Let's go.
My son? What?
Not that kid. He has a head and arms. He has a forehead and a half.
Candidate number 7.
Head.
That's Julia's a forehead and a half. Her and him, right?
Yeah, four and a half head. The two of you.
Candidate number 7. You and I talk about sports betting here and there. Did you see the point spread in the Rams 49ers game?
Bad.
You say bad, I say fantastic. So
that
for
was
people,
awful.
For people who don't know, the point spread was I think 7.5 or something to that effect. And the 49ers were up 10. No, I think it was 7.5. 49ers were up 10. Coming down the end, the game is not even basically over. It's like seconds left on the clock. Yeah. And Sean McVay, no chance to win, goes ahead, kicks a field goal. So the Rams lost by 7. They cover the point spread. You say that's bad. I say that's football.
I don't like it.
They're rivals. Fuck the fans that bet. Don't bet against me. I covered against the spread.
Then go for the touchdown. They're rivals.
Why? They still lose.
Right, so get it closer. Like, I don't like it.
When they do put up numbers ATS against the spread, I want my number to be better than the next person's. If I at the end of the year I go 4-13, but I'm 14-3 ATS, that's a decent season, man. That means you did better than expected.
No, it means I'm taking 14 shots. It was not good at Tito's.
Next candidate. You want something to watch for reals? If you haven't been watching season 1 or they just finished season 2 of Winning Time on HBO,
I know. I need to watch Winning Time.
It's fantastic.
That is like it.
Yes, because Julia likes it because it's a lot of basketball, but the acting is so goddamn good. Like all the actors in there that are doing over the top versions of the characters. The Magic Bird stuff comes in more the second season, but season 1 you have Jason Segel, you have Adrian Brody. Of course, it's funny because Adrian Brody's plays some no-name guy named Pat Riley, and the whole time I'm like giggling, like he's gonna be good.
Yeah, he's gonna be something. That kid might make it.
They canceled the show. Canceled after 2 seasons.
It's done?
It's done.
Good.
So what they did at the
end
want
more shows
of the second season was they did like a Where Are They Now? And they kind of summarized where they're going with the show.
So it's over forever now.
It's over forever. They canceled probably the best show on TV right now. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I don't want more than 20 episodes of any show. It's enough.
Next candidate.
Like a movie
for the Halloween, Kraft has decided to make some candy gummies. We're talking about regular gummy candy for food. Gummies
What's Nilo
for kids.
Going as?
We have some ideas. Although, my brother-in-law gave me a really good one today.
Go on.
Dress him up as Jesus and call him Sweet Baby Jesus.
That's not bad.
I was like, I don't hate it. And
that came from Jason?
Yeah, the other one. Came from Eric.
Oh, which one is that?
The older one.
Not Go Dog?
You do that. No. And you bring around the Duclaw Peanut Butter Stout Sweet Baby Jesus beer. So it's a double entendre.
It's a lot of work.
Kraft is making candy gummies for kids this year. The flavors highlighting some of the food they sell. Hot dog flavor, pickle flavor, and cheese.
I would try them, but I'm not happy
mayo.
about it.
Not mayo.
I would try it.
And the last one, I'm going to butcher some of the story, so you'll have to get clarification.
I've forgotten all of them already.
We'll recap. Do you know what a Ring camera is?
A Ring camera? Yeah, the doorbell thing.
Do you know that you get notifications on your phone?
Yeah.
We're away this past weekend, and Julie and I were going to sleep. You know, the kid, we had the lights out, we're eating dinner, and her phone goes off, and it says Ring notification. And it's like 9 o'clock on a Friday night. And we're like, what in the hell is going on in Long Branch?
Crowd shuffles in.
So it says Ring notification. Chicken loose in the neighborhood. She's crazy, but is a sweet girl. And you're like, what the fuck? I just want to know the call.
You guys gotta get out more.
Zach, we got a notification on our phone saying there's a loose chicken.
I was thinking they're like, live in a weird neighborhood.
What is the phone call like where you're like, hi, my chicken got out? Is there any way? We don't live in that type of area.
You seemingly do.
Oh, God.
If Julia was home, that's dinner, man.
Give me my money back from McDonald's. We have the Vietnamese restaurant adding gratuity. Aaron Rodgers is coming back this year. Not. Mexican rapper gets some gold hair. La Chapa didn't know her husband was bad. The Danish painter take the money and run, but then he had to do something. Sean McVay gets the cover with the field goal that meant nothing. They canceled Winning Time. Kraft gummies, weird flavors, and Ring camera, chicken on the loose.
I think it's somewhere between the Mexican rapper and the Danish painter. I don't... One is stupid. One is charming. It's the guy with the hair. The gold hair guy is terrible.
I can't wait till you watch this back when you're like, oh, I like
that.
No,
I liked it, but it's the stupidest thing in the world. I would never do it, but like, these weren't great candidates.
Who's Your Daddy, the podcast? Thanks for listening to tonight's episode.
Oh, Joanne chimes in, huh?
People share these episodes. We're getting some downloads. We're getting some love.
She's not wrong, by the way. If possible, audible. The father who handed his son to the wife at McDonald's.
Huh?
The father who handed their son to the wife at McDonald's for a changing. Possible Pishadoo candidate.
Yes, I was busy buying food.
Yeah, your McFish can wait.
Zach, new rumor out there. OBJ playing for my Baltimore Ravens is been spotted with Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian currently 1-0 at Super Bowls with Reggie Bush. What do you think?
Good for Reggie Bush. Yeah, I'll kick this coverage on that one. OBJ's a disaster. Those two would deserve each other.
All right, we out.
Good luck.